So there's this app called PureRef, and for the longest time, I thought, I don't need it. But now that I tried it, what shall I say? It's awesome. Hello and welcome here on Random Rotation. I hope you're all doing well. If you haven't already, you should click on the link in the video description and download the app for your OS of choice. I use the Windows version in this video, so be aware that every time I say Control, that's the command key for you if you're on a Mac. Under Support, we first see the FAQs, read those if you're interested, but more importantly, a list of all the shortcuts PureRef has to offer. Don't panic, you don't really need all of them, but if you forget how to do this and that, this is where you have to look. Now let's bring in some reference photos. I want to use some of these space shuttle pictures, and it's really easy. I just have to drag them over here and then I can resize or rotate them. And when I hold down Shift while rotating, the rotation snaps to a 45-degree angle. Let me drag in two more. This here maybe. Okay. This whole window can be resized as well, simply by left-clicking on the edges and then dragging. It can be moved around with the right mouse button, and with the middle mouse button I can reposition my collection of photos as a whole. And if that middle mouse button happens to be a scroll wheel like I have it on my mouse, that can be used for zooming. If you don't have a scroll wheel, hold down Z and the left mouse button to zoom. To perfectly align the images, I have to select them and then I have to remember the shortcut Control and the appropriate arrow key. For example, Control plus left arrow or Control right arrow. But my favorite way to arrange these images here is called Arrange Optimal, and that is Control P. Pretty neat, I think. The images can be flipped with Alt plus Shift and then V for vertical and H for horizontal flipping. Control N allows me to write down some important notes, like so. Copy paste works like you would expect it. Control C, Control V. And the same goes for undo, Control Z, or saving a set, Control S. If you want to change anything in the settings, Control U, or alternatively, you can also get there by right-clicking once somewhere in the window. This menu pops up and there you can find the settings as well, alongside a bunch of other commands. And that's really all the basics. Now to round this up, let me show you real quick how I use PureRef in action. Let's say I want to model a space shuttle in Blender. Then I would first collect my reference images like we already did. And once I feel I have enough, it's time to open up Blender. I can delete the light and the camera for now and click on numpad 1 to bring up the front orthographic view. In PureRef, I now turn on the mode Always on Top. I roughly position the window where I want it to be, and then I use the keyboard shortcut Control numpad minus to bring down the opacity of this whole window. To bring it up, it's Control numpad plus. Then I right click again and activate the mode transparent to mouse. Attention, it is important to remember that shortcut Control T. Otherwise PureRef just won't react to whatever you're trying to do with your mouse and you would have to restart the app before that works again. And once that is all prepared correctly, I can start modeling. And that, my friends, is it for this week. Like always, I really hope you liked it. And if so, Thank you. I see you in the next video, and until then, stay safe and motivated. Bye for now.